Hello everybody and welcome here to today's live. Nick Vogt here and I got a special guest with me here today. And what's up, Seth?
Not much. I was trying to mess with that to see why that wasn't cooperating. Technical issue.
Right?
Well, at this point, I don't know if that was a technical issue or a user issue. Probably a little bit of both.
Exhibition pop-up menu. You have 5 options.
I don't know.
Play now. Exhibition online. Play now.
Yeah, that didn't. That would take a minute.
Right, give me 1 second. We'll see if we're on here.
Select screen. The Kansas City Chiefs. The home team are selected.
Go ahead and talk though to them.
Yeah, you're good. I'm actually looking to see also if we're on. Let's see. Yep, I see it. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Yep, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna put that there.
And guys, we are ready to play Madden football here for you. And Seth, what are you going to be playing?
I'm playing Madden online, actually. I'm playing Madden 25.
Nice. Alright, so we're going to start our game here.
Indianapolis, Kansas City, Tampa Bay, Cleveland, Denver Broncos, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Chicago, Minnesota, Tennessee, Houston, Pittsburgh, Houston Texans.
And we're going to be the Houston Texans.
Ready. Entering game settings. Even teams. Quarter length option is set to 6 minutes.
Let's see. I don't know who I want to play and who I want to play against.
Quarter length option is set to 10 minutes. Quarter length option is set to 12 minutes.
I'm going to do 12-minute quarters here. And we're getting started.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
What do you think, Nick? What do you think I should do?
Sports. Up next,
I'd say the Texans.
A great matchup.
Who should I play against?
Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans.
I'm doing Texans and Raiders.
Let's head over to the space city of Houston.
Okay. Texans and Raiders? This one's fun.
Stadium. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much
Are you playing? Well, should I be at home or should I be on the road? What do you think?
I'm at home.
The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the
Let's do that then.
set to match up.
I'll just have to adjust my time because I usually do 15 minutes.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and Charles kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
All right, guys, we're getting underway, and here we
got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
And we are underway from
the kick, and Texans are going to get it and go up half the field and out of bounds.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson for the quarterback.
Here we go. Oh, you got Watson still? Which one are you playing?
Madden 20.
Oh, that's why. That makes sense. But to say, damn.
Looking to throw. This is going to go for a Hail Mary pass. And, oh, he dropped it.
Almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Ah.
So here are the starters for this offensive unit. Lamar Miller, Very good out of the backfield.
And getting better all the time. The more touches he gets in a game, the bigger his impact on it.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
He's looking to throw, and again, another incomplete.
Hey, how did you get yours on the stream where it actually shows the game? I want to set mine up to do that.
A little too aggressive defensively.
Oh, what, for YouTube?
And no one trying to
Yeah.
is going to like a call going
You have to go
against
into the
them.
settings to do it on your PlayStation.
Interception, just unable to
Sweet.
get it, and the
I'm
flag
doing
come
that.
out.
And then you could actually YouTube live to your channel and then re-upload so it'll actually show. All right, here we go. He's looking to throw.
First down, it's Watson.
He got it. He's going all the way. Touchdown, Houston!
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 62 yards. As his guys are able to
A 60-yard touchdown for the Texans.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got
And
it right
look
now.
at him
2
go.
plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because
This could be
whether
very
it's a big
interesting
shot
before
with
the
your
end of the
first one
game.
or a probing one, a little bit of a jab. The second one was the payoff. That was the big one.
There we go.
One,
Well, I
two.
just got it. I'm starting on defense.
For the extra point.
And here comes the extra point. Kick to the right and no good. It's 6-0
An
Texans.
inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
So Seth is on defense in his game.
Yep. I'm playing Madden 25.
Win this one away, maybe with
And
some
now it's going to
frustration
be
after the
kicked, and
PAT
he's going to
miss.
kick this one out of bounds.
Haha. Loss of 1 yard on the first play of the game.
When they see that
Nice.
happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. He caught that one immediately first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker.
Huh.
8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I might have to get my other headset. I'm only hearing you on one side.
After that last catch, good
2nd down and 2. Yeah, go ahead and get your other headset.
Intercepted!
Cross midfield and down into Houston
Seth's got an
territory.
interception there.
Ran it all the way back! Pick 6!
Carr going to try and throw
Uh-oh.
3rd down.
Got a flag down.
This is going to
What?
be incomplete.
Oh,
Ooh! Holding on the offense.
so it's holding on
Yeah,
now.
you have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short. They elect to
All right,
throw for
now,
it. And that's
punting.
normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short.
And
but you gotta hit it,
Texans
don't you?
gonna get
And
the ball
first
back.
quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Incomplete pass. So I get the ball back. I get the ball now.
What an ideal punt.
Oh well, I don't need that pick 6. I'm gonna get a touchdown in a few seconds anyway.
Because
Why don't you
them
go
doing
ahead
that
and
puts the
switch
defense in a
headphones
great
there,
spot,
Seth, so
doesn't
that
it?
way you don't
Gives
hear
them a
me in
chance.
one
If they
ear.
wanna be aggressive. Try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that
Yeah, I'm
position.
only hearing you on the one side. Let me find my other headset.
Looking to throw this one deep. Oh my! He dropped it.
The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
I got CJ.
Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
I think I've got 20. I don't have 20, but I have 22.
He can do it all at the linebacker
That one's pretty
position.
fun.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Zip.
What the?
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete
He was looking to get it to
again.
his running back, Lamar Miller, and it's 3rd down.
They're down. He's looking to throw this one.
So they look like maybe it's
He
one of those
dropped
tools
it
where you
again.
got
What the
progression.
hell?
Just trying to find his
4th
outlet.
down.
Bye.
Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed.
14-yard run for Mixon. I like it.
And the Texans gonna punt.
You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up.
Good catch.
There he is.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And
Come on, Joe.
have a short field to work with as they take
Zoom.
it. And now Oakland ready
Ah.
to take the field. And on the first drive, 3
Dropped it to 1.
Raiders to get the second possession.
The nerves at the beginning of the game. game still, don't you?
Looking for a long pass, and that is going to be
What
incomplete.
I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready.
Touchdown! Joe Mixon.
Those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way. That's what all the guys are looking for.
This will be caught by
And
Brown.
Texans could be in trouble here as an Oakland get a first down.
He's going to be a handful in one-on-one.
And a touchdown on Seth's end. It's 6-0.
Need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea.
And you went for the PAT.
Someone else beat me.
I'm gonna be a little bit crazier and go for the 2-point conversion.
Left side on the swing pass.
Go Mixon.
Everyone's got
Stiff arm. End zone.
2-point conversion up and good. It's now 8-0. Texans in Seth's game.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. Got a man. It's Brown.
And oh
We'll
boy.
boot this one away real quick.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game.
Raiders are going to
away.
get on the board here. It looks like.
Switch this headset real quick. Nick, you might lose me for a second. I'm not sure how that works.
If you unplug your headset, I actually will still hear you.
Again, they'll throw
Possibly.
it to Carr.
And Texans are in trouble. Raiders touchdown. It's 6-6.
There to make the grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, he wasn't the guy they were actually going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
Texans in trouble. Raiders 7. Texans 6.
Sometimes that target is actually
Okay, it's not my headset. It's just the way the thing is, I guess.
Field gets in for the score. This will be taken in at the 1.
Texans are going to bring it back.
Good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston.
Glad to have Seth aboard here on Nick and James Vlogs.
from deep inside their own territory.
Hey, this is fun. We've been talking about doing this for a while.
He's looking to pass this one, and he goes deep, and he caught it. First down, Texans.
There you go.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Come on.
7-6 Texans, losing by 1. Looking to throw this one with a Hail Mary. He goes all the way. It's on, baby. Touchdown, Texans again. Damn.
For Deshaun Watson, and the Texans have retaken the lead.
Oh!
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
They're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now
Texans going for 2 to make this a 14-7
make sure you have more
game.
people in his general area wherever he lines up. At least trying to score.
And he's in. 14-7
Fuck them.
Texans.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational.
Did they mention you?
We were actually talking about this, Seth, going to bring you in.
The stats will tell you that running it is about as
And it's actually really
Know
good.
your team and go to your strength.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta do this more often.
Penalty and move forward.
I'll bring you in sometime more.
Boom!
A good
Oh
starting
yeah.
spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Let's see. Come on. Ooh, got him.
That is incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there, right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Now Carr, after the
Come on now.
pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr.
He lost the ball! Oh!
Shard. And they'll get this well past midfield.
Texans got it at the 24-yard line.
35. That good for 21 yards on the
Takeaway.
We can talk all we want.
Hello there, Nick and Seth, what's up?
It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Floater! Got it! Bye!
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. All that only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
Second down here.
Receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense?
Pass interference on the defense.
That to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Gonna try to get a couple yards here.
First down, 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
1 yard.
Zinging.
Another tackle there.
And hello, Nick Gaming. I saw that you commented my other account. What's up?
You're not gonna have much success against him.
Hey there! Grace is tuned in. What's up, Grace? Say hi to Seth too.
What's up, Grace?
Influence him to get him out of position, so maybe you can wall him off. He's a really
Oh, I got.
as well as a
Wow! Come on.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you go to play a big time game, especially
I got this.
when you have one going into a dome setting,
Let's go over here to this little beauty of a play right here.
Here comes
Especially
the
on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there
field
with the
goal.
incompletion. And this
Zinger.
is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they'll cut the
22 yards.
14-10.
It's
These
now
kickers now, it used to be that a
14
50-plus
to
yarder was
10. Oh boy, they're coming back. Grace says, "What's up, Seth?"
For a game, when you look at the background
Ooh.
of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it?
Not much.
All-state quarterbacks, receivers,
Playing football over here too.
all-state wrestlers.
Here we go. We're gonna get some running room. We're going up all the way.
Let's
Oh my
see,
gosh,
what
we're
can I
not
do?
unstoppable. Oh my god. Could have gone all the way, but we got sacked immediately.
Stephon. Spin. Touchdown.
And the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And any time a receiver's over 100 yards like he is.
Second touchdown of the opening quarter for Joe Mixon.
What's the score in your game?
That's the best way to put it, but
At the moment,
treat him like the hot shooter in basketball.
14-0.
Not missing. You run and
But I'll let you know here in just a second.
give up the ball in basketball. In this case, you've got to cover him with enough people that they throw the ball to someone else and make them beat you.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
16-0 in
16-0.
his game.
They got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now.
Here
on
comes the
sideline.
Houston
Because when you
Texans
score a
about to
touchdown, you have
throw
go
this
and look
one
at the
deep.
talent.
Oh my god! He threw that one! Holy crap, that was a long ass pass!
Boom.
Watson to Hopkins for a huge
I didn't know you could do that.
7 yards.
That's funny.
A lot of time exalting the
Nick?
masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these
Yeah, what's up,
beautiful
buddy?
plays. They look so
I think my punter has some. I think my punter's got concrete in his shoes.
Oh
Bro, I just punted that shit so far, it flew through the other end of the end zone and banged off the fucking crossbar. I punted the ball, and you just see the end zone just here. Bang!
So the big play.
Holy shit, I didn't know you could do that. That's funny.
PlayStation, your news. Pocket, online, battery level, online friends. Game-based parties. You can chat joinable party, start party, join. Mix party. Invite players, leave party, members, 2, line gamer 1900, mute. Up. With a switch. Press cross to turn on. Vertical list. Volume, view profile, volume. 100%. 100, not 80, 62%.
Right?
Press cross to select the adjusted value.
Get out, boy!
Volume, numbers, 2.
15!
Parties. Welcome.
Right?
Home from Nick Vote. Button. Press cross to select. Horizontal list 3 of 10. L1 button or
Hold on.
PS4, PS5, PS4.
The complexion of things. Here's
There
first
you
and
go.
10 just outside the 30. Now Watson. And that is
Touchdown again!
Second and 4 from the 8.
in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre
Stiff arm.
Hopkins
See ya.
doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Texans push further out in front.
Brandon, we're not even out of the first quarter yet, and that's his third receiving touchdown of the game. Tremendous job, and I think this might come under the heading of when someone has the hot hand, you've got to keep going back to him.
Now, the defensive side,
Wrong.
they better figure something out quickly.
Ah, didn't get in on that one.
You've got
And
to do
the
something
kick
slow him
is
down.
to
I
the
don't care if it's
right
double
and
or
no
triple
good.
coverage. Make someone
20 to
else
10.
emerge, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
22 to nothing.
So with the missed PAT in his
So in
rearview
Seth's
mirror,
game,
he goes
it is
back out
22
kick
to
this
10.
one
Here
off.
in my game, it is 20 to 10. Opening quarter.
So that one will be accepted. Carr and the Raiders come
Blasted.
up first and 10 at the
Got him.
41-yard line.
Raiders now have the ball at the 41-yard line, and he is
22
sacked
yards.
immediately
Nowhere.
down in the
Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
39-yard line.
Loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ouch.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive.
Well,
They'll
that
look to
didn't
make
go
that
anywhere
up
for
and
you.
then some on
No, it
second
didn't.
and 13.
No, it's them.
They go back
And
to
they're
the
going to be
ground, this
sacked
time
again as they
Jacobs.
try to
And
go
that
very
one
far.
blown up
They
quickly.
don't go.
No, they're
He's gonna be
and
stopped
in
before
mine,
he
the
can
running
even get
back just
started.
got clocked.
Plays like we just saw
Oh.
there. That's why they're up right now.
Another
The defense,
interception.
they're doing their
Go,
job.
It
go.
starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with
Score!
GMs or putting together a team,
Pick six.
a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And even 50 receiving yards for him now in this first quarter alone, and also a first down.
First
A
down.
good grab there by the former
And
Central Michigan
sacked.
man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the
30
football, even though he was
to
covered
nothing.
well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
So the
I
Texans
think he got that with one hand. And he's going to be
in
taken
Seth
down with
game
another first
is
down as the stop's
up
made at the
30
Texans
to
19.
nothing. So they're up by 30
That's a throw. We
points.
see guys
30
like
to
that
nothing.
make that
Here
type
in
of a catch.
mine,
Not fair goes
Texans
through my
are
brain. That size,
in the lead
that
20 to
speed,
10.
and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver.
Oh, that jumbo ain't gonna do
one-handed
nothing for
catches
you, baby.
Just not right.
On the draw, Rashad.
Raiders.
And this one goes
Except for
nowhere.
give me a
Losing
fumble.
yardage back at the 22.
Scoop.
Call it a full
And
3 yards in the wrong direction
score.
there. Brings up second down. Now on second and 13.
Looking to throw this one.
That's going to be caught.
Oh, he caught
And
it.
stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all
Look
cylinders
out.
right now.
Raiders could score
First
and
and goal,
really
they got
get
to be thinking a
going.
chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Jacobs. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the
Good
plane as they stop
Lord.
him right around the 1.
Grab.
A minimal gain there.
I
Grab,
think
grab,
he could
grab.
say blowout city.
Second and goal
Grab.
from the 1. Here's
Grab.
Carr to throw.
Grab.
And this is caught.
Shit.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown,
First in a
Oakland.
row. There
Grab.
is the grab. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Touchdown,
second and goal there from the
Oakland.
1. They
It
go to the air.
And
is
the perfect down to
up
throw the
and
football in this
good.
sequence. Second down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it
Oakland
into the end zone.
A
17,
good drive that time as they go
Texans
9
20.
plays in all. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. This is taken
3-yard
as 4.
loss.
And not
Second
a very
down.
good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
Nope. Incomplete.
So what's your score?
Out comes a Houston
38.
offense as they get set to take over
38 to
here.
nothing
And we
in
have
Seth's
seen
game,
a
and
lot
here it
on the
is.
scoreboard here in this quarter. So
20 to
sometimes
17.
you're talking about tendency
Scoop and
breakers
score.
on offense. These
Fumble
defenses
recovery.
struggling. Are there tendency breakers? He's got a man complete.
Nope.
Given 30
Incomplete.
yards
Sorry,
there.
Minshew.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
So what you doing tonight?
Throwing
Grace,
on second
Grace.
down. Watson.
Looking to throw this
He
one
finds
deep. He's
Hopkins
unstoppable.
complete.
Look out! Touchdown again, Texans.
Houston.
My God, man.
DeAndre Hopkins.
We are frying
What
the
is going on
Raiders.
here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And the Texans push further out in front.
So that is 4 touchdowns
Now,
for the
first
Texans
quarter,
in
and
the
this lead is
opening
already
quarter.
getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team
Almost
is
got
pressing,
away.
and that team can't
I
get
had
the ball
one
over
man to
half
beat,
court.
and
I mean,
he
it's stealing it and scoring
stuck
it.
me
Layups,
right at the
whole
end.
deal.
I
That's what it
almost
feels
got
like
away.
right now.
2-point conversion up and good. It's
And he'll get
28
into
to
the end
17.
zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they
Good
have
kick.
farther to go and shy away from running the football.
There you go,
I think
Mixon.
This is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass.
Move them legs.
Run,
Juke
let
it.
your linemen surge.
That's what she said, bro.
Now the
Yeah.
Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And Charles Wade touchdown.
Texans,
so fast and furious for both
big
sides
time
of
lead
this
here.
thing.
It
It's
is
starting to feel a
28
little bit
to
more like
10.
maybe a tennis
Excuse me,
match.
28
Yeah, I
17.
like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of
Joe
a game. Let's face it, right
Mixon.
now, the way it's going back and
4
forth, it's
first
going to come down to who
quarter
can get a stop.
touchdowns.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the
End
bait
of the
and move
quarter.
laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
28 to 17 here to start the second quarter.
From the 31, Carr. They completes
Good
it to
catch
Wilson.
by
And able
the
to get this one
Raiders.
across the 45 before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17
First down.
yards.
Raiders.
Carr
A
now
17
11 to 15
yard
through
first
the air.
down.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll
He
be
is
brought down
sacked.
right at midfield after a gain
Sacked
of
like
only a couple.
potatoes in Idaho, as the
We
announcer
saw
would
them there
say
trying
on
to get it to the
KNRD.
outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to
Lost you
develop
there,
as the
Seth.
game
Still there,
moves
buddy?
on, and they can run it back inside
Yeah.
later.
Now a
I was
flag
just,
on the give
taking
here as
care
they
of
try
something
to
real quick.
run pass
Are you
option.
good?
Now meanwhile here's a second
So
down
pass,
throw. It's knocked away.
incomplete.
And incomplete. So the failure to connect on
No, you
second
don't.
down, that leaves them
Get back here,
staring
Adam.
up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Carr. And
Oh, he
unable to
dropped
connect.
it.
Incomplete.
He had
Give
it.
them credit. They
he
took their
dropped
shot,
it.
but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Fourth down.
You hear the calls for a
the
penalty, but I just don't think
Raiders.
so. I think in this
28
situation,
to
the defender's
17,
making sure he's got
start
to
of
hold
the
on to the
second.
football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back on
Incomplete.
the field. He might be on his way to
Too
a
far in front.
record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because
Under pressure now,
Oh.
Watson, and
Nope.
down he goes. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
but that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time to put a few grass stains on that
There you
jersey.
go.
Intercepted
First
again.
down.
Covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Derek Stingley Jr. with a
39
pick.
Now they'll come up
First
on a
down,
1st and 10.
Texans here. And an intercepted on Seth's side.
Back to throw, Watson. He's got Fuller.
He's got
He's
some
got
room.
first down at inside at
Get out of my way.
midfield.
Out of my
And
way.
finally
Oh, he
taken
almost
down
went all
at
the way.
34.
Shit.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Too far downfield,
Oh, okay.
something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Let me just break out this
Watson
nice
out of
magical
throw.
play I've got in my back
It's
pocket
complete to
over here.
Hopkins. And he'll go down.
Yeah, it's
right
called
around
a
the
Hail
47
Mary,
this
right?
time.
You damn
So
Skippy.
in the second
That's
quarter,
exactly
he's
what
already
I'm
over
using.
100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got
Huh?
a chance to really
Look
sharpen
out.
that and have a profound
What do you
effect
mean
on
you
this
dropped
game.
the ball?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Got to put some mustard on it, sir.
No kidding.
After the
Throw that ball.
Here now, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Touchdown.
Hopkins strong. And he's in. Touchdown.
Stephon Diggs.
DeAndre Hopkins.
66 yards.
And mine got a 53-yarder.
I know this defense knew it.
Well.
And they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there
Good play.
triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done.
Missed it.
Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Got it
A
again.
pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two.
It is 34-17 Texans
Okay, so they didn't get
over the Raiders in my game, and in Seth's game
they feel that confident to go for two.
Let me check. I'll check in just a second.
is the Texans and the Raiders as well.
Correct?
Definitely
Yep.
game plan.
Let me
Felt
check
good
the score in
about being
just a
aggressive
second.
and going for it. And right up until that
It
one,
is quite ugly
they got 2
for the
two.
Texans. Texans are
On first down, Carr.
definitely bringing it today.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's
Oh,
knocked
shit.
away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Hey, Grace, was that you that was asking that
Pass
question?
brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr.
Throw it already. Don't just stand there like a bump on a log. What is your thinking?
Brandon Dunn busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Here's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete.
First
A
down.
great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Oh,
Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
On 2nd and 2, Carr.
Oh,
And he's going to be
sacked.
taken down here. A sack back in the 32. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution?
End of the
that
first
defense
quarter
right there?
in mine.
Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying
Who's winning the game?
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first.
Oakland Raiders 17, Houston Texans 34. In my game.
oh my.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This will be taken in.
Good job, mate.
Oh my goodness.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Houston
The
Texans
offense ready to go
34-20
here for their
now
next drive.
in
Dang.
my game.
first down, it's Watson. And his throw
And
is
that ball was
incomplete.
not
The
even
Pro Bowler DeAndre
close.
Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes
Good
versus
play,
air,
and that
because
should be a
that's
first
completion
down.
he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Yep, first down Texans.
So first
34
and 10
to
now
20.
from the 30.
Second quarter.
To nothing in mind.
And he took that in one.
He's got some room. Look out. Touchdown. Touchdown. Yeah, baby. Touchdown Texans.
Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 70 yards. And the Texans push further out in front.
What's your score in
And
your
that,
game?
boys and girls, is an NFL
54
record. Sixth
to nothing.
touchdown reception. The record
54
has
to
stood
nothing in
since
Seth's game.
1951 a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen.
Incomplete.
Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record.
20.
But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Should have been picked.
To
Probably
40
doesn't matter
your
on a
score,
2-point
40 to
conversion,
20
but still,
right now.
As a former DB,
Texans
you wanna
with
grab
the
that
lead
ball when
second
you can, don't
quarter.
Damn.
And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Ah, that's true. You
Not
said
even
that
a game
before.
in this game. They're trying to come back, but they're not trying very hard. Kicked out of bounds, and
Big
Raiders now
mistake here
going to
by
get the
the
ball. I'm
kicker,
going to go get a drink.
kicking
I'll
it
be
out
right
of
back,
bounds.
Seth.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Starting
Intercepted.
field position for them here.
I'm gonna
as
go
they
get a
come
drink.
up
I'll be
first
right
and
back,
10
Seth.
At the 41
Oh,
yard
look
line.
at him throw.
Here's a throw,
Shit.
complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Carr now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and
Intercepted
every week.
Texans,
Solid
man,
games
right
and
after
some
I come
spectacular
back. That's
ones.
awesome.
And he has showed up time and time again. For the interception, here's Watson.
Good catch, baby. Good catch. This game's not over yet. He's going. Oh, sacked. He could have went all the way.
20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So two thoughts come to mind. One, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number two, talk to your guys up front.
Good
You
play
need a pass
there.
rush to help slow them down.
And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Now it's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the
Touchdown,
Texans.
Texans.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans push further out in front.
Ouch.
I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Again, it's Watson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
You don't even want to know the score now. It's 48-20.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense
Seth, I got a question for
position.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Incomplete.
And he got off the end there
Seth,
very
I got a
quickly to
question
make
for
that
you.
play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it?
So if it's 48-20, how many times have you been in the end zone?
No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
7.
Now for Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the
that'll be 7 times the
down.
Texans have been in the end.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying
Oh, you suck, Raiders.
Hit the guy underneath.
Pin me back in my 10-yard line. Y'all think that's going to stop me?
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio
just
Brown,
score.
60 yards.
Went
Nick?
60 yards and scored.
Well, you know he can be explosive.
Nick, they just put me back at my 10-yard line and think that's going to stop me.
Coaches and we have quoted back to us, well, you know,
I say,
really well.
no,
Doesn't
sir.
matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off.
48-27.
That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Hey, Grace, you think both of our games are not even games?
And
we're not even done yet.
Houston. And for them, a touchdown.
We're not even in halftime yet.
Not in my game, anyway.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Watson going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 43 yards.
43
so now
yards.
The big play has him all the way inside the
First
30
and
now.
goal
First and
at
10.
the 1.
Here's Watson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. From the red zone now, Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson, and he's got it. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first
touchdown.
down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Down and 2-minute warning.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights in the night. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown.
Texans, 8 touchdowns.
Pass. And the Texans push further out in front.
First and goal.
My God.
Forget establishing anything.
62-0.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's a definition.
And we're not even at halftime yet.
They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it?
54-27.
You're thinking running play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the
Boom.
touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out.
Yeah, this ain't even a game anymore.
The defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
He better hope that he's lonesome, because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side,
Lord.
and they're none too happy.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Brian Grant, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Oh, he missed it. It went right between his hands.
Carr. And that's incomplete.
That's a wobbler.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't
In Seth's game, it is Houston Texans 64-0 over the Oakland Raiders. In my game, it is 54-27 over the Oakland Raiders.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Carr to throw. Well, this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Damn.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts.
Oh, I caught it!
Just over a minute to go before halftime.
Woo-hoo! Float it! Touchdown, Texans!
Carr now on 1st down. Finding Williams once more, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts.
Second timeout by the Raiders.
A minute to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down.
What's your score
play.
there, Seth?
2nd
Isn't
and
it
3.
still 64-0?
Carr to throw again.
70.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
70-0 now?
So the incomplete
yes, sir.
on the last play, and that leads us to a
So
3rd and 3.
Texans up 70-0 over the Oakland Raiders in Seth's game.
Carr.
And the Texans up here in my game, 54
Brandon, this
27.
is why golfers do their best.
And the Texans get an interception right before half.
The ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Watson on 1st down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
Oops.
Watson now to throw.
Good catch.
Oh, he's able to out-muscle it here as he pulls it in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Good shit, Petrie. Good shit.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
It is 54-27 in the start now of the third. 70-0 in Seth's game.
I am not quite at halftime yet either.
Both teams appear ready for the fight.
It's almost halftime, but not yet.
Action here in quarter number 3.
Starting the third, here we go. Texans on
take
defense.
this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to
First
start
and
a game.
goal.
A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing his car on third down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Oakland first down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that
54-27, third quarter.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Got him. Second and 13. Carr. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
76.
10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Excuse me, 41. He's looking to throw this one, and he's sacked. It's now
78-0, Nick.
78-0 in Seth's game.
No mercy. Flies in for
54-27
we talk about
here.
players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No,
And we're still not at halftime.
A whole lot anyway, but when he gets that
My
kind of
God.
start and comes
Hey,
through
can you do me a favor? You have your phone on you, don't you?
Advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Comment in the comments so the chat can read the score for your game.
Carr. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessul. So now fourth down coming up.
Fourth down, and they're looking to punt. It's 54-27. And it's 76-0 in Seth's game.
Back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's
78
there.
Excuse me, 78.
That's how you flip field position. That's an
As he
absolute
went for
bomb
two.
of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're
Incomplete
inside the
pass.
15, inside the 5. Superb. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
To throw is Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Watson. Man open.
Good catch. He's unstoppable.
Complete. That's good for 28 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Newest James on Messenger.
That, and it means you really didn't miss out.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown.
Texans touchdown.
DeAndre Hopkins, 29 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And man, Charles, talking about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches. I
just shredded that tackle.
For a rocket like that.
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later.
Point was no good. He's going to kick it out of
feeling
bounds.
good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds.
60-27, third.
And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
score, and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Carr, it's Wilson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So now the Texans offense back onto the field. They'll line up and go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. And a completion to Wilson. And he's got this down to the 35.
Touchdown by the Texans as they got a pick
That one will
6.
go as a gain of 11. Raiders
Seth,
have the 1st
it
down
is
as well.
66 to 27.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker,
shout out to my buddy James Shurin.
This is going to be the result every time.
Well, man.
On 1st down, Carr. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Intercepted again.
By Jaleel Adai.
Intercepted again.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
86 to nothing in Seth's game.
But that was an opportunity
Good
to
Lord,
get back
man.
into the game. Instead, he throws another interception.
I don't even think these are games anymore at this point.
It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
These aren't even games at this point,
so
sir.
There's a 1st and 10 now
no.
in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Back to throw, Watson. He's got Fuller. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Damn.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last
So
one
you
was
said
over
it's
20
86
yards, and so is this one.
nothing in your
Not only
game?
have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 26 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn.
86-0.
Good Lord.
Yes, in Seth's game it is 86-0 in Seth's game.
So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds.
In Seth's game it is 86-0. And the one that you're watching on screen, it is 73 to 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, Texans, you're putting the whomping on the Raiders. They can't even do nothing.
Here's Jacobs.
Nope.
At least they're trying to get some running room, and they're stopped by the Texans.
As his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Third down here. 73-27, 86-0 in Seth's game. Looking to throw, he's got some room, and it looks to be a first down. No.
I see the closed fist of the referee.
Fourth down.
And that means fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Who said 86? Grace, was that you or was that James?
Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarter.
That's caught inside the 20. And
touchdown again. Oh, no.
DeAndre Hopkins. He flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to pull
another touchdown by the Texans.
On that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling
incomplete. What is 73 plus 6?
73 plus
There we go.
79-27.
Touchdown!
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Good kick.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going under pressure. And the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
What's your score there?
J.J. Watt
Seth is
able
still
to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath.
Do I even want to know what yours
is? He's a big time guy you have to block.
I just got a touchdown literally as the clock hit 0 in the first half.
Here up to the 34.
Oh no!
Let's not quibble about the game.
That was beautiful.
That was a positive play.
What is it at the end of the second?
Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better.
That was fabulous. The game tried to get me to kick a field goal. I said, fuck that. I changed the play and slung that shit downfield and got a touchdown. His foot touched the end zone right as it read triple zeros.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly.
That was funny.
To the ground and brings up fourth down.
94-0.
94-0. Texans in Seth's game.
At the end of the first half.
At the end of the second quarter.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Sort of a slow and steady game so
here
far.
It is.
And I get the ball first.
Here it is 79.
Possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulate.
He's got somebody to look out!
Hopkins, he's all alone. Past the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins finding the end zone yet again as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I
Here we go, Nick.
When I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd
first play of the third quarter.
From the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the
cannonball.
And he just kept going all the way into the end
zone
for the touchdown.
One-handed. 55 yards.
Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
What is 79 plus 6?
79 plus 6 is 85.
85
the kicker commits
to 27.
He kicks it out of bounds. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
Throw it. You're going to be sacked. Yep.
And he's going to be driven down.
J.J. Watt
able to disrupt
100.
This is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
100 to nothing.
At least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Carr now to throw. He's going to find and complete it to
Now,
Renfro.
if that happened in real life, I'd be like, what the?
It's 3rd down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant 102.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr.
Holy fuck. If this was in real life, I think even the home crowd would have left by now.
Had the pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up
The
with anything.
fucking home team crowd.
I think they'd be out.
Yeah,
I think they'd be out of here like,
it'd be an empty stadium. Even the home crowd like, all right, we're not losing this shit. Let's just go.
Let's go. We're out. We won anyway.
They did.
Yeah, we won this shit a long time ago. Let's go.
Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard,
Ball
maybe
at
not
the
even
1.
an extra yard.
Texans get it back at
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And throwing to start the
Good job, Minshew. Good job.
They'll throw again from their own end zone.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you
Thank
need to be
you.
a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. The 40.
Gone.
The 30. 10.
Thanks. I'll take that.
Touchdown.
Kicked it right to me. Go! Go!
Hopkins.
Touchdown!
Can't be stopped as his guys continue to pour it on. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak,
Nick?
a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball.
Yeah.
But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it. And
I'm not sure how to say this.
99 yards. I love what they just did.
Fairbairn good with
It is 110.
Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds.
This is
And the
interesting.
kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well,
Holy
that's exactly
shit.
right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The throw right side is complete here
this
on the
is
first
great.
play of the drive. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Playing a little game of hot potato there, where they're.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Carr toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Oh, shit.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play.
In Seth's game, it is 110-0. In my game it is 92-27. We can both say in both our games. This game is over.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Carr going to throw. It's a screen to Richard. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath.
Going
there.
for a field goal here.
I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah,
32.
Exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me
92-31.
Dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself
can't read this right.
And that's what they're doing.
92-30.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions.
This is caught at the 20.
Pass interference on defense. Thank you.
This down deep into Oakland territory. A huge play there for Houston. 53 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out...
Damn, I just bitch slapped him on my way into the end zone.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Jesus.
The end zone yet again. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory.
I just ran right through the D-line and just bitch slapped him on my way by.
Whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Seth? It is 100-30.
Now they trot back out.
That's beautiful.
The field goal last time. We'll see what they can get here.
That's beautiful.
Points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take
This is just the first game, guys. We have a couple more yet to do.
You met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I'm not tired, so I'm going to be here for a while.
Yeah, same. I'll do more.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
You know, these are going to be a bitch to beat these scores, you know, right?
Second down, Carr. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll work it
fifth interception. Holy fuck.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
Nick, I don't think we're beating these scores in the next game, sir.
That's complete to
I don't think so. We'll have to see.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That would be funny as shit if we did somehow manage to beat
I know,
Oh my god!
If we have to, I gotta get past 100. Over 100 in this game. He's got some room. He's gonna go, and they finally got
a lost yardage play. That's gonna feel good and look great in film.
Give him a first down, 15 yards.
Nick, I was in the middle of saying what I was saying, and I just threw a fucking 36-yard bullet into the end zone.
You got a long way to beat.
Bro, I just bean-topped 4 fucking defenders.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays.
I don't know how the hell I just did that. I was surrounded and I just bean topped every one of these motherfuckers.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Oh crap!
Oh my god! Now, mind you, that was also Stephon Diggs, so that makes sense.
Here's Carr to throw. And that one is first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down for the Raiders.
4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Oh, this is
Him
great.
up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have.
Kick up,
What they'll
and
also
good.
do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive
100
line,
to 33,
clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now a 1st down throw. Watson going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught at the 20. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, he flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to pour it on.
Oh, God.
That was a pretty impressive
touchdown. You don't even want to know.
Those broken tackles, those weren't easy to get by.
No, they really weren't. And they've had trouble tackling throughout this ball game. But on this particular play, how about that move? Or I should say moves with an S. Because I don't care if you were a great tackler, you had trouble getting him on the ground on that play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Kicked out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds.
Seth, this is sad.
And he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job.
That's
execute
great.
it.
I don't even want to know what my score is right
starting
now.
Spot for the Raiders as they come up first.
I gotta know.
At the 41-yard line.
It's what?
This is Richard.
My God, I just got tackled at the
really
one.
making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Thank you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. It's complete to Williams. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Thank you.
From midfield, here's Carr. And
Bro.
that'll be incomplete.
Yo.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And the Texans set to come onto the field.
Oh,
the
shit.
outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player or broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player.
What is this? Embarrassing as hell for them.
No.
What is
being blown out? And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw
134.
And in the NFL in the 2000.
Oh, shit! Touchdown again! 134 to nothing. Holy crap!
Yes.
DeAndre Hopkins finding the end zone yet again as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think
I will take a picture of this shit and text it to you.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi.
That's a close game.
Tonight.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
Short kick here.
Oh, this is not close.
Oh, a nice spin. And
wait, you heard that?
Drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Close game, my butt. 116 to 33.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive.
I've got the stream on my iPhone, so I'm going to headphones in so I can hear the stream.
They know the score, they know the situation, and by the way, the punter no longer exists.
Oh, so you're reading chat too?
To treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
116 to 33.
This is great.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Got his man.
Texans with a big time lead in
no way.
Across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
If I wasn't absolutely annihilating you motherfuckers, I'd be pissed at that. Because I had that pass.
Work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Face with tears of joy.
Cut.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line. Carr to throw again.
I know, I was being sarcastic.
To Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big.
This is hilarious.
But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
First and goal at the 2, Nick.
He'll find his running back here, Richard. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down.
In that game, it is 136 to nothing. In my game, it is 116. 33.
4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big
142.
And just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
142 now?
Yes.
Oh my. Oh, hold on.
Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard
by
attempt.
the Raiders. It is up and...
How do I take a screenshot?
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on down.
I would fucking screenshot this shit.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to run for one. And got his man.
Oh my God!
And finally out of bounds just inside the 10.
Nice.
Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 68 yards.
When you have someone throwing it down well, that confidently,
oh, did you see the chat where I updated the score?
At all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
I just saw that play too.
With a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah.
You don't have to
watch mine right here.
Like
I saw that.
Right here. Boom! Touchdown again!
Got it.
Continues. It's another touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide. And
you don't want to know this score. 2 point. Oh, missed it. Shit.
Even when contested, looks like that one worked out.
Oh, no.
The trust factor.
He missed
Oh,
it.
dude, you got took to the cleaners.
Rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us. And they ended up...
Bro, you just got dry cleaned on that 2-point conversion.
I know.
Why'd you do that? He said,
124 to 33.
That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though.
I got took to the cleaners in that one.
They come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The Raiders were like, "You're not going for 2 again." I don't think so. Get him!
It's a gain of 5.
They ain't stopping me.
Second down.
I'm running right through
Need
them.
to run another play here before
Bye.
the 2-minute warning. Let's see
About
if
to
they
be
do
the
it
2-minute
anyway.
warning here in the 4th. It's
To throw again
124
on
to
second
33.
down. Carr. This will be caught by Brown.
He caught
He'll
it.
be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just 2
Yes.
minutes remaining in
Yes,
the fourth
babe. What's
quarter
up?
of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to
Get
talk it
him.
over.
Sack
And he will
him.
have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Watch left. Stop right there. 3 down.
Carr now on first
That's a
down.
good spot.
Get him!
Drops this off
Get
to
him!
Richard. And he'll
Nope.
be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. On the ground.
Second, there you go.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted
Bingo.
in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Throwing his car on 3rd
Get him!
down.
Get him!
And a throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
Of course, he's really been through the ringer.
You're
hasn't he?
laughing,
And what
huh?
we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now out comes Houston.
Get ready to
And 3
watch this
timeouts
play,
remaining
Seth. Here we
defensively,
go.
But really, not much reason to use
Touchdown
it at this point,
again.
as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts,
He's got a man complete. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. The Clemson connection.
He gone.
Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 67 yards.
well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room
What?
pretty quick
Oh,
after
you
this one.
piece
Right
of...
now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy
Why?
perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
Hey, Grace. Hey, Grace. 150.
Taking the knees, some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Texans touchdown
And I
again.
really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. That only
Jesus.
takes off with it. It's a fake.
Oh,
And that one goes
took to
virtually
the
nowhere.
cleaners.
Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. Well, we saw action to the final
Game
whistle
over.
in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to
Game
the lead,
over.
They tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion.
I'll tell you the
but
score
didn't
here in
get
a
it.
second.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on
Start of
top,
the fourth
but
over
just
here.
the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He is an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
can't see that other score here.
Jesus. Dude, I gotta record this and send this to you. That was a 29-yard run for a touchdown. But, dude, you gotta see how many tackles I just broke on that. Oh, my God. Where the fuck's the replay?
Houston Texans 130, Oakland Raiders 33. Texans win big time in my game in the opening game.
I'm about to record this and send it to you, Nick.
All right.
And then you can send this to Grace if you want to.
130 to 33, Texans big time win. As you heard the channel chat there. Who should I be the next team there, Seth?
Finish game.
Which team should I be, Grace?
Entering team select screen. The Kansas City Chiefs, the home team, are selected. Los Angeles Chargers, Arizona Cardinals selected.
I don't know.
Oh, I know who I'm gonna be.
Who?
Houston Texans, Seattle Seahawks, Pittsburgh Steelers selected.
Pittsburgh Steelers against
away game select. Arizona Cardinals selected.
the Arizona Cardinals.
Home team selection, Seattle Seahawks.
Because you know, Pittsburgh Steelers actually have the Aaron Rodgers player from this season. And when NFL comes up,
Ready. Entering game settings. Even team. Quarter length option is set to 6 minutes. Quarter length option is set to 13 minutes.
That's shocking low.
15 minutes.
Let's do this. Game 2.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, no, it's the Seahawks.
With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field,
bad.
Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Oh, well, that'll work.
Coach, we are just about set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. A few moments.
My parents only got an hour.
Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle.
Kicked out of bounds to start off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And out of bounds there on the kick.
Your family's where?
They're only about an hour from me right now.
Dang.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Second down. Game number 2.
On 2nd and 7. Murray Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely.
Oh my God, I caught that.
Able to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Get out of my way.
And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 58 yards.
Gain of 58 yards.
Big time pitch and catch right there, partner.
Did you see that there, Seth?
Yep.
Crap.
They were holding their breath, but nowadays they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Ooh, you know what I should do?
Nice throw here, right side. He hauls
What's
it
that?
in. And inside the
For my next one?
He's brought down. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
What's that?
Game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone.
Eagles and 49ers.
1st and 10
Oh, I should
19.
do that for my 3rd. Eagles and 49ers.
Here's Wilson.
But to be a dick, I'm going to be the road team.
Robert Alford.
I don't know how you check that.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it. If you
Madden
get the ball,
20, I don't know how
4
you
yards or more
change
on 1st
that.
down is what you're aiming for.
How you change what?
To be on the road.
Away and bring up 2nd down.
Another
You just move your thing to the other side when you're selecting the team.
Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
So you do your... Okay.
Yeah, when you're setting it up for who's on what side, you just go back over to the road team to play as that team.
Incomplete.
So, like, I move my thing all the way to the right, and then I select the other team.
That doesn't mean they won't
Yeah, and then you just go back to the other side.
It feels like they think they
Play
got
as the red
something
team.
good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Ah.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short
Missed
distance
it.
kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right.
Seahawks
and this will
missed.
remain a scoreless game. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. Where do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are.
No score.
Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right
Go ahead and put the channel chat.
They get 7 there on the
have it read your final.
For a second there, I thought that might break
All right,
big.
I'm still.
Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together.
I'm still
Looked like
cooking.
there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Murray now. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time.
Yeah, somehow
escaping
it's
the
still
danger,
ain't over
running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
Intercepted.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seahawks touchdown.
DK Metcalf. 48 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0.
8-0 Seahawks.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get an
opening
interception returned by the
kick
defense,
is out of
that's 2
bounds.
points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Big mistake here by the kicker. Kicking
what
it
you
out
doing
of
right
bounds.
now? Grace.
Coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Now Johnson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Blocked punt returned for a touchdown.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Now that's just sad.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm sorry, what were you saying there, Seth?
And now Murray's going to set up to throw.
Returned for a touchdown.
He gets this one to Johnson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is
I'm putting a music together for the radio show.
Awesome.
Dropping it would have been better.
I saw your post, by the way.
Stop him! How about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Well, they do get 9 there on the dump off, but it's not
enough.
Post. It's 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively.
Tweet up on Twitter, and I replied to it. Kick up and good. It's now 8-3.
And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Oh my god, stupid dictation. I meant to say that I'm putting music together for the radio show.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there was some holes in the defense.
Look at this play.
They exploded on the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards.
Oh!
One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size.
He could have went all the way, but that
two-man
stupid
catches.
player is
And
like,
what I like about his
right
game
in
is
front
that
of
he
me.
carries
It's
himself
like,
at his
ah,
full weight. He
He's got
understands
cock
it's an
blocked on that one.
advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
freaking idiot,
So that
man.
changes things in a big way. Now from all the
Oh,
way
yeah?
down inside
Watch
the 30,
this.
here's
I don't think
first
so.
and 10.
Out of my way.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
Oh, come on.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Zinger!
So now they'll come up
I
on
said,
second and
get
10
in the
once
end
again from
zone.
the 28. He's going to go up end zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the
There you go.
Seahawks
Got
are
it.
able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And it was a
Metcalf,
tight
nice.
window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there.
Missed
Despite
it.
excellent coverage, result, touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
What's 8 plus 6?
Damn.
14,
And the
14
kick
to
goes
3.
outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting
14
field
to
position.
3.
Yep.
Murray and the Cardinals with a first and 10.
Cardinals
at the
first
40.
down. Seattle with a 14 to 3 lead opening quarter.
Throwing on first down is Murray.
He's gonna take
Murray
off and
lost the
running.
football.
Wait a
And the
second.
Seahawks have
Seahawks fumble. Or excuse me, Cardinals fumble.
Pass interference!
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how
Thanks
much
for
they practice
helping
that
me!
fumble.
Practice it,
Rock it.
preach it, talk about it all.
And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat
Thanks
trick
for helping
Russell
me, Raiders.
Wilson. 3 touchdown passes
yeah.
now.
And thank you for
Seahawks
fumbling
are
and
able to
making me
stretch
get
that
a
lead out
score
bit
right
further.
away.
It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
So they go with a
Oh,
pass
bro,
on the
you
2-point
missed it.
try
The
and able
last
to
time I
convert it,
played this a
Charles.
few days ago, the team I was playing got a touchdown, went to kick the extra point. I snatched the ball out of mid-air, ran from halfway in my end zone, all the way straight through their entire offense, right down the middle of the field and scored.
Strategy now, when I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in
22
now,
to 3
something they never
opening
really did
quarter.
before.
So good field position.
What's a good one and what's so funny?
At the 40.
What's a good one and what's so funny, huh?
And the play goes
What?
nowhere. Losing yardage back
so
to the
confused.
40 at the 39.
What?
That's going to go as a
What?
loss of a yard. Into
That
the
made no
second
sense.
down.
I didn't catch
That
that.
didn't appear to be a
What?
run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald
Well, that was
the
stupid.
intended
What were you
target.
thinking?
And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Wrongo.
Reed muscles his way in for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old
Punt
school
again.
That plan didn't work out too well.
Man coverage reminded
Well,
me of
actually,
an
no,
old
that's their
Raiders
first
team.
punt.
They had a Hall of Famer at
Look
one
at
corner.
that.
Oh my God, no way.
The other, and they just locked people down.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the coming to the line here to begin their next drive. The Seahawks offense. Now it's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Ouch.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
I'm just letting Mixon run the clock down.
New two-point rule came into play. Offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Come on, not out of bounds. What's 22 plus 6?
22 plus 6 is 28.
And this kick goes
28
out of
to
bounds,
3.
and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Yeah, he better hope that he's lonesome because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but it'll be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Murray. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On second down now, it's Johnson.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker,
Can't do
we would
very
start
much
with being
here.
able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
But this was just simply excellent defense.
2-minute warning, and I just got another touchdown, Nick.
Pass,
damn.
but that didn't stop them at all
Field
from
goal
understanding what was going on when they decided to run the
Good.
football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
28 to
Kickers
5.
nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Jesus Christ, I made that too.
Where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over.
Y'all were laughing and you said that was a good one. So now the both of us are confused.
You're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer.
I guess, yeah,
now
you're
we
right.
think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 23 yards the pickup there. And that pass puts him up over 200 yards already here in the first.
And what it also does is it allows the offensive coordinator to be...
And this is going to be intercepted.
Intercepted.
Picked up by Robert Alford. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of... I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
28 to 3.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second down. 28 to 3.
On second down, it's Johnson.
Sacked again.
And that play going absolutely.
17 more days. Woo-woo. Smiling face with sunglasses, pink heart, smiling face with open hands, woman cartwheeling.
And the big fella stuffed that one up.
What, to your person called James Maslow, or
to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing now is Murray. And
or
that is incomplete.
Cody Simpson sings.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona.
Cardinals cannot do anything.
First kick 47.
Back
this
to
one
the
looks
Seahawks.
good as well. Now it's Lockett. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
End of the quarter. 28-3.
Is getting closer and closer to me meeting BTR.
28-5. Sorry, my bad.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Holy shit.
DK Metcalf. 68 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held.
Do I even want to know?
This is another person that's tied it. But think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kelly Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And the formula there on the two-point
That was funny.
5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space.
I just read a figure 8 around 2 defenders and in the end zone.
Make sure if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind.
Wow, it's already 36-3.
But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Shit.
With the Arizona Cardinals losing, second quarter,
Oh, fuck. That was funny.
36-3.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
So that field goal that they did was gone. They missed it.
He wants the football.
Murray now on 1st down. Johnson's got it complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh,
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And now he'll tuck it and run. All that gets him is just a yard. And
so you want to meet Big Time Rush, huh? Who would you rather meet more, Big Time Rush or me?
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray.
Whoa!
He's got his man. It's Butler. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another
getting
1st and 10.
room to run. 36-3, Arizona looking to get set.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray looking for the end zone.
Oh, he could have had
wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Hakeem Butler, 29 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Not
and
really.
On that one, able to catch it, also able to have
36-10
to take
now.
it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-point drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Look at him go, Seth. Look at him go. Touchdown.
And touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 73 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country.
Game over.
Speed limits out there.
Go ahead and put it in the chat.
Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
42-10.
Shit.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Baby, shut up.
Okay. Do I even want to look at this?
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Oh my God.
This is Johnson. The tackle made by KJ Wright.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Oh my God, Grace, you're about to laugh when you see this.
Pass incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down,
there's no way I'm
trying
beating
to
this.
convert on 3rd and 9. Murray going to throw.
Nick?
Oh shit, he caught that.
And that'll wind up moving the chain.
194 nothing.
What the hell?
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans.
Dude, there's no way you're gonna beat that in the next game.
You're around that long.
There's no
fucking way.
No
Just
fucking
remember this,
way.
when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
So
there's no way I'm beating that.
Now it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Murray's pass complete to Butler.
Yeah, because I gotta beat 130.
What the fuck?
Another big game.
Wow, that song really?
For 19 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this
Nick, guess what? Apparently they updated the music in this game. Guess what song is playing on the fucking screen right now, on the team screen?
From maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's a new one.
Line, the line of scrimmage
yeah.
on 2nd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a
American
game 2 as they're
idiot.
knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Murray now to throw.
A lot can go wrong.
He's got his man.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Arizona.
Let's see.
Hakeem Butler
Ooh,
with his 2nd touchdown
shit.
here in this first half. And the Cardinals
Okay.
get a bit closer.
To answer your question, I would want to meet you and BTR equally.
Rookie quarterback.
I'm gonna be the
hey,
Eagles.
A touchdown pass
I
there
know that
maybe
already.
builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned.
Ooh.
Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead.
Ooh.
But at the same
42
time,
to 17.
Take a
Could
little
be-
bit of
could be the
satisfaction away from
Broncos.
that throw.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will shave one more.
I don't know
off
which
this
one
lead.
you want to be.
Now after the touchdown,
Let's
here's
see.
Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Let's see, the Eagles.
That's fielded in the end zone.
What would be a fun one? I could destroy the Bucks.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Wilson, the
Commanders,
Seahawks take over now,
Cowboys.
1st and 10 at their own 24. Going for Metcalf on the deep. It's got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play
Detroit,
that time for the
Green Bay.
Seahawks. 41 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Wilson will find Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf.
Dolphins or Niners? Who should I destroy?
As his guys continue
Niners.
to pull it on.
Destroy the Niners?
The ball, just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's
What's
put on him,
42
2 points for them.
plus 6 plus 2?
42 plus 6 plus 2 is 50.
That can't be. That can't be. I have to look.
Yep.
Damn.
50 to 17? Holy shit!
Yep.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Halfway to my mark, guys. I'm halfway to 100 again.
So bad
50 to
mistake there by the
17.
Kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon.
Get him.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Game 2, Seth is just getting ready to start his second.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Yep. Niners and Eagles.
Murray, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
And I'm playing as the Eagles. This should be fun.
Who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks should make quick
Well, my nickname is Giggles, so I guess I'm going to be giggling a lot.
Throw incomplete as well. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Good.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it. And now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield.
Oh my God, he freaking dropped it!
Downfield, incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson. And that
I can't even right now. I'm dying laughing over here.
Laughing at me or what?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. There's Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's
First play of the game.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Cassius Marsh able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. A good pickup there, a 22. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 51 yards.
51-yard touchdown.
As these guys continue to put this one out of reach. Pete Carroll
caught it. Touchdown.
Hands on knees pose. His
Ooh,
guys
me or you?
Two here. Now Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great.
Me, A.J. Brown, touchdown.
But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field,
I got
if you
robbed.
have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free.
56-17.
But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
There's a 20th carry for Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
So, guys, remember, I got to beat 130.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
And I somehow have to beat 194.
Yeah, you got to beat 194. Good luck.
That ain't fucking happening.
No, there's no way.
There's no fucking way.
You'd have to go for 2-pointers every time.
He was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man. You're just
and he's sacked.
He is well over
I'd have to do more than that.
He's a big man. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is
I have to get a touchdown on every single possession.
And that is going to be in the end zone.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
There's people that have scored 1,000 points in this game before.
1st and 10.
I don't know how.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
He go.
DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown.
80 yards.
Continue to pour it on.
Go, Barkley, go!
80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want
51 yards.
And get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
62-17.
And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No way! No way! Fumble recovery, got it at the 31-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass.
Started at the 31.
2nd and 3. They'll hand it off now. Johnson.
62-17. Seattle Seahawks with the big-time lead in game 2.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
First down.
Oh my God.
This is Butler making the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
He missed it. He's looking,
and his throw
no
is
good.
Incomplete. Charles Clay is tight.
22 to nothing.
Target, and it's 3rd down.
So in Seth's game, it's 22-0. Here, it is 62 to 17.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches.
Good.
We just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with
There's
3.
no way I'm beating my score from earlier, Nick, because my last game was with 13-minute quarters, and this is with 10.
It should be a simple kick. But you know what's really
62 to 20.
It's an extra point. I think they carried that with them longer.
I'm playing 10-minute quarters on this one.
Point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 75 yards.
Look at this, Seth.
His guys continue to put this one out of reach. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive.
My
Just
God.
one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
I just blocked the field goal.
Sacked.
And he goes down hard.
Darn it.
On his back.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
68 to 20.
Defensively, they were ready.
Blocked field goal. Sling it, Hurts. Got him.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete.
End
Good
of the quarter.
that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd
no.
down.
Never
These
mind.
guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Open man, completes it to Butler. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to...
I'm laughing at the scores right now.
Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the
Here we
second
go,
half
Seahawks
is underway.
gonna start the third.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Go, Barkley!
Now ready to march out of the field. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening
28
of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustment.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK
30.
Metcalf. He flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to pour it on. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play,
30
you
to nothing.
consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play. Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And an alley to run. Murray has the first down and more. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Here we go. Go to base. I got one.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Murray.
Nope.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Field's going up.
Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
So they tried the 59-yard
36 to nothing.
And now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Metcalf once again the target. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, but it's going to be 2nd down. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf finding the end zone yet again as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender,
my God,
we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And is there bad blood here? I mean, you go for two when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did.
82-20.
Free kick out of bounds.
Ow. Owie.
No, he kicked it out of bounds.
Not even
That's a
a
big
game.
penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns
Halfway
and
to
stares at the
100.
kicker and says, you have one job.
44-0 in the second.
Damn.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up first and 10.
So Seth is up 44-0 here. It is 82-20.
Run on the draw. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for two. Here's 2nd and 8.
Purdy's going to be picking turf out of his ass after that hit.
Again, it's Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Thank you.
Quentin Jefferson in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big.
It is.
And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, after.
And this will be caught at the 30. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. He flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to pour it on.
When you start at your own 20, oftentimes defenses play you for the run. They stack the line of scrimmage. They decided, let's not run into that mess. Let's get outside, get to the perimeter, go high, wide, and handsome, and throw that bad boy downfield.
Beautiful ball, good catch, and then it was off to the races, one play, and in the end zone. So with the missed PNT in his rear view mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Owie, 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 owie. Not even a game. Right, Seth?
And out of bounds there.
Not even close.
That's not even a game.
50.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Even 50.
Open man, Butler complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Insta game in is 50-0. In my game it is 88-20.
To start out, that leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, Get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a
Seth's
fifth,
game,
barring
and
a
it's
conversion
50
here
to
on
nothing.
3rd down.
As you heard, and
Throwing
it is
Murray on
88
3rd
to 20
down.
here in this
Sliding
game.
out of the pocket. He may try and run. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
Intercepted!
And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Touchdown, baby.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Recovery. Look at that, Seth. Damn.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play.
It's after
but
1
there was no
o'clock
chance
here,
of
you
catching
guys.
him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Been here since 10, a little after 10.
Yep.
The extra point now coming from Myers.
No good.
He missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Kicked out of bounds. Oh, God. 94 to 20. Oh, God.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Damn.
Dang.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Arizona getting their butt kicked 94-20.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Quick strike here, Murray to Fitzgerald.
Go, baby! Go, baby! Go, baby! Oh,
and they'll set a shot in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf finding the end zone yet again. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now it's Wilson, and he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
Ooh, it's on the defense. I might get a try
This
that
home
again.
crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Out of bounds. Oh, boy. 100-20.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
We have reached 100
by
now.
the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
What is your score there, Seth?
They give to Johnson going right.
It had to be 56.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
And there it is.
3 yards in the wrong direction there.
56-0 in Seth's game.
What happened there was
and you guys, we're only going to have 2 games tonight as it is getting pretty late.
The speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield,
don't worry,
making
Seth
plays
and I'll
on
be
every
back
snap.
hopefully real
How about
soon
his
with
agility
more.
there to run that one down?
I got to bring in Seth for more games like this.
Now on 2nd and 13.
He's looking to throw. He's going to be sacked.
Get rid of it. He's taken down. Jared Reed picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, that
I'm gonna
last
probably
sack
play
puts
some
Murray and the
Skyrim
Cards in a
tomorrow.
tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now Wilson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down. Going for Metcalf. And got his man complete.
Look at him go. Look at him go.
30. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. He flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line.
106 to 20.
To throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
61 yards.
Field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO.
Oh, my
gosh. They're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
64.
That time they were in zone coverage as a rookie QB.
So 64 to nothing in Seth's game.
Understand this. Quarter? You saw zone in college, and the
almost halftime into the second.
React like they do on this level.
So in zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf finding the end zone yet again as his guys continue to pour it on. Now Myers for the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Throwing now is Murray. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Cassius Marsh able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It is 112-20. Seattle Seahawks big time leg. As it is getting late, we will be wrapping up shortly. Once again it is 112 for the Seahawks.
Jesus.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. Here it will be always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the bag spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Going for Metcalf, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. He flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but
56 yards, Saquon Barkley.
And see what the data tells us.
118 to 20.
Throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats
78 to nothing.
That running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Rolling to his right. Murray fighting, lost the football.
And this is with 10-minute quarters, too.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
You know what? Screw it. I might do one more and do 10-minute quarters.
He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain
But just
possession
finish
for
your
them.
game up, and then you can help me with my last game to listen.
All right. Oh.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's
Oh, my
Murray.
God.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one
Man,
thing they look for in a
what
quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it,
Stop him!
Big gun.
Stackis!
In this case, just a little bit too much.
Nothing
Stackis.
doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the
Stackis?
35.
I mean, I wanted to say something else, but I can't. But you get
To
what
throw
I mean.
on 3rd down. Murray.
Sackis!
Second bad?
Johnson.
Oh,
And
good.
this
There
play
you
will
go.
be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a full 3 yards. and it
Field
brings
goal
up
unit
4th
again
down.
for
If you're a
Arizona.
selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion.
Kick
Maybe not
up,
so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Well, you went backwards
No
on the
good.
yardage. Hey, kind of looks like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from... It's
Damn.
caught inside the 25. And he
Seth, did you see that catch?
Down Seattle. DK
Yeah.
Metcalf finding the end zone yet again as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story before the game. We were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no
You know what's
drop.
funny? In back-to-back plays, you just did that with Metcalf,
What I loved about it was the
and I just got in the end zone with Barkley.
Everyone knows he's
Oh,
fast.
that's
There's a
funny.
plan for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside?
That's hilarious.
And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
Out is the kickoff unit.
I know, I'm getting that way
send
too.
this one away. This will be taken very short.
126.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnson.
Get it.
See right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now Murray. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier.
Get him.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked down. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Breaks through the... And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Oh, my God.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt.
Wow.
But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved.
Wow.
And they got it done a second time.
It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
132.
David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter. Finished with over 300 yards on the night. Later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
That'll be caught right side. It's Butler. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Actually,
they'll run it now out of the gun.
You know what? We might call it quits after this game. I'm starting to barely keep my eyes open.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
So after I get done with this game
already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football
I may not
anymore.
be fully done with mine
get
yet.
why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the
chat
air,
while
it
you
almost
finish
turns into
yours.
slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Sheds another. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. There's Wilson to throw. Going for Metcalf. He's got a man. Complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Past the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. He flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to,
138 to 20.
Nothing you could do about that.
This is
he was
sad,
just a better athlete on that
Very sad.
Yep.
And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
He better hope that he's lonesome because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side, and they're none too happy. I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL.
It is 138
to 20. They want it in every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield for the loss. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
Wow.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
That was the end of the third. And it's 138 to 20.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cassius Marsh getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Oh.
To throw is Murray. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jared Reed able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Here's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confident.
And he's got it.
Holy
cow! For the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf finding the end zone yet again as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
Oh, my God, Seth, you don't want to know.
A good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Jesus.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys.
Arizona can't do nothing.
They're getting hammered. All right? So you got to go out.
And he can't find
San Francisco ain't doing shit either.
And he goes down. Cassius
San Francisco's getting railroaded in their
for his
stadium.
4th sack of the afternoon.
What is it?
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. On 2nd down, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Throwing on first down is Murray. He finds his man Johnson. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Second down, Murray sets to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On 3rd down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive.
23 to 144.
As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. 4th quarter, you've got... There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Needed 4, got a little more than that.
2 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. To throw again is Wilson. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now is to 23.
I just ran it from the 26 all the way down the field and scored.
And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special
from
teams
my
penalties,
26.
an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 40. 1st down, Murray.
Damn.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And an alley-oop. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Seahawks have recovered.
Oh, my gosh.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. He flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy.
It's 158 to 23.
Jesus Christ.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
And he loses the football a second
time.
Oh, no. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Look at this.
Oh,
my God.
No.
And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Oh, my
God.
Finding the end zone yet again. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6.
What? My game or yours?
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
Make the fat ladies humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out
finished. My God. A 2-point conversion is successful.
Thank God we're the home team. Holy
fuck. Tries, sometimes the QB's
if I was the opponent, I would say this game, I'm done. Thank God I'm home.
Radius, as well as a big body
I'm on the road.
From the football.
And Barkley is shredding them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Wow.
This is taking just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25.
I'm absolutely shredding.
Holy shit! It's 166 to
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
166 to 23.
That led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it
God
over.
damn
The team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator.
I don't think we're done yet.
Now it's up to the offense to get back out.
No, probably not.
Pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
Can we do the 2-minute warning now?
5-yard completion on first down. To throw, it's Murray. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Oh, fuck, that's funny.
Murray now on first down.
Oh my God, no!
Intercepted.
No!
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
No!
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football, unfortunately.
Oh no, look out.
When you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime.
Fuck.
The catch is made.
Oh,
and takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Oh, no.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed.
And he's got it.
Damn.
Out of the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf. He flat out can't be stopped.
Oh, my God.
And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown.
God damn DK again. Jesus.
Before, but they finish it off here with
wait, you're gonna now look at that?
Like
what the hell? What the heck's wrong with you, ref?
Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it.
That's gonna
like
fucking
that.
stand.
You come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Oh my God.
Yep.
The referee's just giving them time to put some burn cream on their asses.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson, and they're just not
Oh
gonna
my
let up
God!
as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering.
2-minute warning.
That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Yep.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner.
23 to 174.
And get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make
I have
a
to
joke.
watch this back after we're done.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean
First
on that
and goal
leadership.
with the
Ball on
one.
the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Got it.
Murray again, 2nd and 10.
Oh my God, no! No!
This is hilarious.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in the ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way.
Oh, this is great.
Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be? End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
This is fucking hilarious.
Finding the end zone yet again as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Oh
my God.
Completed for a touchdown pass like that. I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And
We just said that at the same time, too, bro.
Numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more.
You missed it on the screen. We said, "Oh my God!" at the same time.
The defenses are spending more
I
time
heard
on
it.
I think the
Look at
biggest
this.
mistake they make is that they play everything from behind
Oh,
the receiver.
yep.
And they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Oh my
The
God.
kickoff unit
What
is out
the
on the field. And they will
Bro, you gotta
send this
clip
one
that.
away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
182 to
Take this across the
23?
25.
Jesus Christ.
Up to the 27-yard line.
I'm not even at the 2-minute mark.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're
Oh.
seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can
Fucker,
get
watch you
things
get
back on
200.
track.
And this is where the
Watch
coach
me
is
reach
walking that
200.
line
You
of
watch.
being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch.
If I reach
this
200,
too-short
I will
pass, this
never
too-short
delete
pass,
this
and it finally
video.
kept having a rough
Ever.
patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some fifth. They got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to rifle. This is caught inside the 15.
Oh my God.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got it.
No.
The end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
188 to 23.
Kicking team.
Jesus.
So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Oh, I just got another shutout.
Murray now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football.
What's that?
Second down.
1 minute quarters.
So second down and
Go ahead
10.
and write yours in.
From the 40.
Let's go,
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much.
Seth is going to give us an update on his game.
To them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB.
122 to nothing.
Luckily fell incomplete.
Ouch.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch.
And that was on
But you and I both
10s.
know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it
Oh,
happen.
no.
Returnable for
I have the
Lockett.
ball back again.
That was on 10-minute quarters.
And bulldozing through multiple tackles. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Oh, no.
Now, if you're a fan
Look
of
out,
punting,
Seth.
this game's
Again.
for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Oh, God. Oh,
Complete.
no.
A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Holy shit.
Throwing on second down. Wilson going for, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's got room. And he
Oh, my God.
down Seattle. DK Metcalf. He flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
No.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone. And I believe he likes it.
Wow.
Again, Wilson. And this is going to be caught.
Oh, my God.
So to the lead
That's
as they continue to pour it on here in
fantastic.
the
Oh
fourth.
my god. Wow.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run.
I don't even
and
want to
send this one
say
away.
this anymore.
This, dude, we gotta save this. This is fucking hilarious.
If I score again, this is bad. It's
Dude.
196
And the kicker
to
commits the kicker's
23.
cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. So good field position for the Cardinals as they
Oh,
come
yeah.
up 1st and 10 at the
Yep.
40. They'll run it now.
Bro, why don't you get a fucking pick
Give him a
6?
couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen,
He's
they
sacked
play with
another
great
one.
leverage so they
Oh,
can get low
fuck.
and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They
You
can throw
watch.
people
He's
off
gonna
the
need,
play.
he's gonna need a
So,
shovel to dig all that turf out of his
run
ass.
stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The tally
Hell, he
there,
might need a
minus 2
backhoe.
yards, brings up 3rd down.
We're not even
They
at the
don't need to run
2-minute
another
mark
play here
yet.
before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it
Oh,
anyway.
no.
Here's
Oh, no.
Murray as he
Oh,
sets
no.
to throw it.
Oh.
He's got his man.
shit.
It's Butler. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
Oh, crap.
Just 2
First
minutes
down.
remaining here in the 4th quarter.
Okay,
of
now
what
we're
has
at the
been a
2-minute mark.
one-sided
Thank
affair.
God. Come on.
Yep.
Please don't score again. Please.
They ain't
First
scoring.
down.
Sacked.
Johnson. And he is met in his
Sacked.
tracks behind the
Hurry
line
up,
of
clock.
scrimmage.
Hurry up,
A
clock.
loss of a full
Ooh.
3 yards, and now it's 2nd
Shit.
down. They'll keep it on
Damn,
the
if he'd have got hit,
It's
if he
Johnson.
would have got hit any harder, he would have really
He's gonna be
been
dropped to the backfield.
sacking himself.
They
Sacking
lost
himself
2
in the
there,
forehead.
and it's 3rd down.
Oh, no.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays
Crap.
went in the wrong direction.
Oh, shit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh my
Oh,
goodness,
no.
he loses it
No.
again.
Oh, my God. No.
And this will have been returned to
No.
right around the 38-yard line.
You jinxed
So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give
Watch
them
out
credit,
now.
isn't it? Because so many times it's
Holy
a matter of
fuck.
what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the...
There he goes outside. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.
Holy shit.
This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So
Can you see the scoreboard?
Attempts coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. There's Wilson.
I'm laughing at that play before you fucking scored. God damn that hit.
End zone to tack on 2 more.
God damn.
Oh my god.
That motherfucker's gonna retire from football after that
The
hit.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Holy shit.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
Oh shit. I think he's hanging his shit up in the locker saying, fuck that. I'm gonna go sit him up court and hit. Fuck that shit.
I've reached it. It is 2:04 to 23.
What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, to be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Holy shit. After that hit, after his head gets surgically removed out of his ass, he's gonna say, fuck football, I'm gonna kneel on my fucking porch. Fuck that shit.
You want that feeling again, and who knows?
And he's gonna have to eat this one as down he goes. Cassius Marsh, my goodness, make that now 5
I can't
sacks for him
believe
in
I
this
reached
ballgame.
200.
Really turning in an incredible performance. Throwing on 2nd and long.
No, no.
Complete to the tight end
Okay.
play.
Oh god.
He'll be
I
dropped
thought he was
after
gonna
a
be
gain
picked
of about
again.
6 across the 30 to the 31.
No.
Bro, watch you intercept him on the very last play.
And that is
Like, watch him fucking throw it, and as soon as you pick it off,
Yeah, I pick it up.
hits all zeros.
Here's Andy Lee now.
Oh no, I got the ball back. Look out.
Oh shit.
Oh
This is taken at the 18.
Oh fuck. Oh.
no. And finally it's over. 2:04 to 23.
That they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Oh, damn.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working I'm Brandon Gaud.
Entering team
I have
select
to.
screen with Kansas.
Oh,
The home team
shit.
selected.
I have to talk about this on my show later today. The Vote Variety Mix, where I was the Seattle Seahawks, and I beat the Arizona Cardinals 204 to 23. And if you guys don't believe me, you have to come back and rewatch the video because it's fucking true.
This whole video is absolute fucking insanity.
Oh god, I can barely breathe. I'm like, I don't know.
Both games were absolutely fucking insane. That was beautiful.
The first game was 130 to 30, I do believe. 130 to 30. Second game was 204 to 23.
Yup.
Ow.
My first one was 194 to nothing, and my second one was 122.
194 to nothing, and then 122 to 0. Oh.
And the second one was only on 10-minute quarters, too. That's what was even worse.
my first one was on. Let's see. My first one was on.
Both of yours were on 12s.
No. First one was 12-minute quarters. The second one was 15. I do believe.
Oh shit. Maybe. Either fucking way. Oh my god.
James Shearing, let me tell you, if you watch this game back, I have to now beat 204 in another Madden game.
I gotta beat 194. We gotta do this shit again,
You gotta,
bro. This
yeah,
is
you
fun.
gotta beat 194 and 122.
Yup.
Amazon, what time is it? Ladies and gentlemen, we
Goddamn.
have been here since a little after 10. It is
Yep.
now early Wednesday morning, and it is 2:01 in the morning.
God. I would have laughed if it was 204.
Screw it. I'm going to stay here till 2:04. I'm going to stay till 2:04 and chat with y'all while you just see the screen here.
Yep. Oh, man.
So, both games, wow, very interesting games. I have Seth here. And Seth, we got to do this again.
Oh, yeah. We gotta do this shit again. Oh, man. We gotta, like, even if we do this, like, once a week or something, we gotta do this again.
Oh yeah. What do you guys think? Put it in the comments below. Even when the video's done, put it in the comments below if you watch the whole thing. I think Seth should come back here again, and we should have another time where we play more Madden.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up in August, I want to let you guys know. In August, I'll be down in camping with my buddy James and his sister, and there's gonna be a blog. Don't worry, I'll be filming while I'm down there and putting it up here for y'all. But dang, 120 or 130 in the first game. Second game 204.
Oh, yeah, that was great.
I have the stream on the 43-inch TV, and I was watching it every time he intercepted or fumbled and got the ball back. I was looking at the other TV like, "Oh my God, that did not just
That
happen."
did not just happen. Yep. Oh, that was
And
great.
I was like, "Seth, did you see that?" And he goes, "No, no, not again, no." And then all of a sudden,
Bro, I had this stream on
204.
the screen on my iPhone while I was fucking playing mine, so I kept looking over and seeing that shit. Oh, that was great.
Oh, yeah, and you can even see the score. So
There were
you're
a
like,
few times I paused it. I'm just staring at the screen, going, "There's no fucking way."
"Way, that is not the score. No."
That was great.
Oh.
Oh my god, that was phenomenal.
Okay, now you have to write in my messenger group. I think you're in there, aren't you?
I think so.
When we get off here, you gotta go right in the messenger group, telling them to watch this video when I put it up.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh, it is
gosh!
2:04.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. We're gonna get out of here,
Yep.
and we'll be back real soon again. But can't believe it, guys! Second game, 204 to 23. Ow!
God. We definitely gonna be doing this again, though. Absolutely.
That's right. Thanks for joining me, Seth. We are OUT out of here. I'm Nick Vogt alongside
Yep.
Seth Pathe. Thanks for watching. Good night, guys.
Later.